Hello, welcome to the Bottled Imp, and today this is an Imp Extra. This is basically another little show that we do. This one's Imp Chat, not to be confused with Imp Thinks, which is different. Honest, it really is. And yeah, my name's Ken Boyter. You probably know that already, hopefully by now. If you don't, hello, my name's Ken Boyter.
My name's Julian.
That's Julian. He's the producer of the show.
Producer, director.
Here we go.
Writer,
lighting man.
Makeup artist.
Yeah, you can see he's done his own makeup. He didn't do my legs though. They're white. Anyway. Yes. So today,
what are we going to chat about today?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that, Julian, because
what's the Imp going to chat about today?
we are chatting conventions.
Conventions.
Yes. So
Like, should I wear a hat when I greet the Queen?
well, that's up to you.
Curtsying or bowing?
Yeah.
Shaking a hand?
Yeah.
Waiting until she speaks for I don't know what. What conventions? Should you
Uh,
wear shorts when creating a video podcast
Yeah.
for YouTube?
And if so, make sure that the camera can't look up them. That's always a crucial. That's number one in presenting.
They're not the conventions we're talking
No.
about, are they, Ken?
They're not.
No.
They're not. We're talking about things like, where did you go?
Well,
Tell us about
I've recently been to the London Comic Con at the Excel Centre in London.
I think it was.
Definitely
yeah.
in London.
It
'cause
was
it's
in
a clue
London.
in the title, the London Comic Con.
Yeah.
So that was went there. It was a few weeks ago now, depending on when
weeks.
this episode goes out.
Yeah. You
But,
were in charge of that.
So went along there to check
Yeah.
that out.
Cool.
And to see what it's all about. Never been to one before.
Never been to one before. I haven't been to one before. I had gone to, and then I went a couple of weeks later after that, or a week later after that, to a UK Games Expo in Birmingham, which again we've done an Imp
Watch
chat.
that. Watch
Yeah.
that. Click this info button. Watch the card thing at the top to watch
There.
that episode.
Okay.
Yeah, you had fun there.
I had fun there, so you can watch that sort of review type
Hmm.
thing. But yeah, tell us about that one then. So
Comic-Con.
what were your expectations? What did you
Well-
already know about it? Why did you go?
Well, I know about Comic Con because I've watched The Big Bang Theory, and in America they're all into, Comic Cons. They all go. You get dressed up. You go along
Yeah.
with your favourite character or something, and that's. I don't know too much about it. They seem to be an American thing, don't they? But
I think it was initially, yeah. an
Yeah.
American thing.
I mean, it seems to be a bit. It's a big fandom thing. I've learned. My daughter went with my daughter,
Yep.
who's well into certain things, and so it's all about fandom. I thought it's not just about comics exactly. It's not
No.
just about certain genres. It seems to be if you're into something in a big way.
It's kind of pop culture.
Pop culture,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, I
So-
guess so, yeah.
So, TV shows, is it? TV
It's
shows?
TV
comics?
shows, comics, computer games are massive over there.
Right.
So it's lots of computer games, manga stuff, I guess. All that. I mean, I'm no expert in any of this stuff, as you'll be
Nor
slowly
am I.
learning from these chats.
Yeah.
I'm no great expert in
And that's
the
the
fantasy
beauty.
genre or board games either, which is odd producing this show.
They didn't have any board games.
No,
there,
well, this
did
is it. As
Yeah.
you'll see, I took the little video camera, took the pictures. Ken couldn't make it, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would have done some sort of live stuff there.
I actually was away on a gaming weekend.
Oh right, so there you go.
Hurrah.
But so we will try and if we go to another one, we'll try and
Yeah.
both go do some proper filming there. But what I did
Yeah.
was sort of go anyway, since I was going anyway with my daughter. I'll take the little video camera and just shoot just some rubbish and just see what it is, get a feel of it. So we'll put some
Yeah.
footage over the top if it's come out. I've not looked at it yet, but we'll put some footage over the top
Yeah, no,
so you can get a feel for it.
interesting.
But what was the question?
Well, the question was, what do you expect from it, and what then did it meet your expectations?
I don't know. I expected lots of people dressed up, and we certainly got that.
Okay.
It
Did your
was.
daughter?
Yeah, she dressed up. She's a big fan of Les Mis, the musical,
Nice.
and she's reading the book and all that sort of world. And so I thought that's sort because I wouldn't have thought that would really. That's
Oh, I
not a
see,
Comic Con
yeah.
thing because that's not Spider-Man and
It's
that's
not a superhero.
games or a superhero or,
Yeah.
or Doctor Who or whatever these things or Blake Seven or anything like that.
Nothing wrong with Blake
But she said, there are, it's still a fandom thing, and there are a whole group of people that she has friends with and stuff on the internet and all that
Yeah.
that are very into this thing and like certain characters. And I think there is you said there's some kind of graphic novel of Les
Yes,
Miserables.
there is a graphic novel as far
So
as I can remember. Yeah.
so she made this wonderful costume and went dressed in that and went with some friends who dressed up.
Cool.
But I didn't dress up, I have to say. I'm afraid I didn't dress up.
You wore-
I just
You wore a Bottled Imp t-shirt.
I wore a Bottled Imp t-shirt, yeah. So I
That's
did a bit
dressing
of promo and had some business cards.
Yeah. Did you give any away?
I put a few out on tables.
Oh, clever.
I wasn't great at networking, and this is the thing. What I found was, perhaps we'll get to this in a minute. I mean, first of all, lots of people dressed up. You approach the XL, massive place, just loads of people heading there, all in these most amazing costumes. Yeah. And outside there's a big area and a big grassy area, and lots of people basically go there. And presumably they go in. I think it's a 2 or 3 day exhibition.
Yeah.
And people probably go there for several days. I've heard people on the internet say, I'm going all 3 days and stuff like this. I don't quite know how they manage that. They must be well into it. I mean, it's a lot of walking about.
It can be very tiring.
It's tiring walking about. I don't think I could do 3 days. But then I'm not really into manga or any of that kind of stuff. So it wasn't really the sort of thing that...
Yeah, so I guess you would be homing in on the stuff that you were a little bit more interested in.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Like Buffy.
Like Buffy, yeah. I didn't see Buffy stuff, actually. I mean, I think, we went in a couple of times. We went in, came out for a bit... It was hot, and came out for a bit of fresh air and stuff. Lots of people congregating outside and partying and playing music, and there was some group of people dancing around. You'll see from the video. Yeah, picture just I think they just hang out. They meet and they don't know each other, so they hang out in their little costumes, all dressed up, and hang out and party and probably have a drink out there, and look like great stuff. And there was music playing, sort of. There's a little stage, and they were sort of playing.
So it had a
some
bit of a
music.
festival.
Yeah, it was a bit like that, and they had a big truck with a massive screen playing trailers for movies. So obviously that was put there by Warner Brothers or whoever, some studio, and
that's clever.
And they were just promoting Ted 2 and something, and some other action films and things. Obviously,
Mad Max, probably.
Yeah. And so it was, So you go in. I don't know what I was expecting. It was. It makes sense. Basically, what I found was just lots and lots of stalls of people trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah.
It was basically a big market stall of people selling you memorabilia and bits and bobs. All this weird stuff.
Was it all new, or was it kind of pre-owned, second-hand?
No, it was all kind of new. The stuff I saw was mostly new, and I guess I don't know really what I expected. And there's obviously you can go and meet people. They had some American people over from TV shows that I've never heard of.
Right.
So the information comes out with the scripts, never ahead of time.
And I wanted to ask you a bit about working with Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Oh my days!
And they're all behind closed doors, and you queue up, and you can get autographs and photos with them, and you have to pay, and you can pre-book your, it's 20 quid, 25 quid. So there's all this stuff. You get your autographs of them and stuff. Outside there was some just tables rowed up where people which had other sort of celebrities sat there, so they were obviously less important because they were just sat there in the open, and I think you'll see some video.
But did people queue up for them?
And people were queuing up for them. There was someone from Emmerdale or someone from Corrie sat there, and there was the guy from Storage Hunters, the bald guy who goes.
Yes.
So
because he's got a UK show.
He's got a UK show, so he was there randomly, and so
is very
has
random.
he got a comic book? No, it's not all comic book though, is it? It's just.
It is pop culture.
He's got a bit of a cult following,
yeah.
So he's at Comic Con, so that's what it's about. So he was there. You can queue up and pay anything from £5 to 20 quid for an autograph there and a photo taken with him. No, I didn't do that. I
didn't get one for me.
I didn't feel the need.
A Storage Hunter.
No,
one.
Well, you see, who was also there was the lovely Sylvester McCoy sat there. So I basically stood there at a distance and just zoomed in with the camera and got some footage of him.
Nicely done.
And I've got a feeling they have a guy from Comic Con over there sort of with them to help them, and he sort of got up and stood in my way a little bit. I don't know whether he just happened to stand up or whether he sees you filming and he stands up because you're not paid any money.
Yeah.
So I sort of have a feeling if I'm a celebrity or if I'm famous, I'd go to Comic Con just to meet my fans and give them autographs for free. Is that what we do?
I would do
I
that.
I feel a little bit like they're there
Yeah.
just to make some money out of their fans, and I know.
It's tricky.
Presumably it's a good money earner for old Sylvester McCoy. And
Do you know what's just come into my head here? There's not a lot of things come into my head. But about so many years ago, so let's say 20 years ago, I did go to a Doctor Who convention. I've just remembered.
Right.
And
so did I, in fact.
Did you?
And not met, but saw Jim Davison, who was my Doctor Who.
You mean Peter Davison?
That Jim Davison.
Oh, please let Jim Davison be the next Doctor.
Jim Davison. I did not meet Jim Davison. Google him, American followers.
Yes, Google him, and you'll realise.
Yeah.
Not
no,
such
I
a
didn't
good
know.
choice.
No,
Peter
I met
Davison.
Peter Davison.
Yes,
luckily,
he's a nice guy. He always comes across as a nice guy.
Didn't meet him,
Oh,
but he was
him,
sort of there. I was quite young. I got a picture of me and Bessie. But the old-fashioned yellow car.
The car, yeah. The third Doctor.
With a Cyberman standing next to me.
Excellent.
A Cyberman or a
Cyberman. Depends
So I've
how-
got that. Back then it was a Polaroid they took, and they gave you this Polaroid.
Yeah,
so I've got
but
that
you
somewhere.
well, this is my point being, we queued up for Sophie Aldridge, who played Ace, the Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy's main companion. And I'm sure we didn't have to pay.
Well,
I'm
it's
sure.
an excuse to meet the fans,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just to.
These things have got huge now, and I
Yeah.
reckon Comic Con pays these people who are behind the closed doors, these American stars from
come
Supernatural
over.
or whatever these shows
Yeah.
come over, or from
Yeah.
from I don't know, some sci-fi show. They come over.
Yeah.
They then get, or they come over and this is how they make money. This is how they justify putting up in a nice hotel, and they can make themselves a good bit of money each day.
I don't know
If
how I
these
feel
young
about
kids
that.
want to do it. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a fan. I'm not a big fan of collecting autographs. I'm not that
No,
bothered.
I don't
I've never
do that,
really been
yeah.
into anything on that level. But if
No.
I was into anything, it was the Rocky Horror Picture Show and the Rocky
Yeah.
Horror Show when I was young. And I went to
All
the
the
National.
pictures of
I
Julian.
went to see a show. I went to see a show at the National Theatre that Tim Curry was in, and
Wow.
waited backstage with my album and got his autograph, and that was very, very special
And
to
you
me.
never mentioned
and
that.
I met him.
And we've
I've
just
got
done
it.
a
It's
review.
right down there.
A legend.
Of legend. I should have
And you
mentioned that.
didn't mention
To
that.
Julian, thank you. Tim Curry, lovely. Didn't pay a penny. Met him
Yeah.
backstage at the National Theatre. That's what it's all about. Not
Yeah.
queuing up.
But then again, okay, let's look on the flip side. If they are American, for example, and you may not have the opportunity
Yeah.
to ever get these autographs, you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
They are
You
facilitating.
get to meet someone you're probably really,
Yeah.
really obsessed by or fascinated by.
And if you do collect, okay, what's £20? Well, it's £20. It's quite a lot, or 15. But at least you're getting the opportunity.
yeah.
So, in some respects, okay.
it's that. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
place was packed and full of crazy costumes and.
Can I just point out? I don't know if I told you this, but Rich, my illustrator, not mine. He's not mine. I don't own him.
Bottled Imp
The
illustrator.
Bottled Imp, yeah. Oh no, I'm not. The guy that did the Imp, who draws the Imp, Grockle Snook is his name. Hey, he was there.
He was at Comic Con.
He was
right.
on the same day.
You were supposed to come that day,
No,
but you couldn't because you were meeting Imp. You were meeting Imp. You were meeting
I was. I
Rich
was. No, I wasn't.
in
No,
London.
no, that was somewhere else. That was something. That was a different friend.
Ah.
That was somewhere else. But he woke up about 7 in the morning and said to his wife, "Shall we just go?" They weren't going to go.
Right.
So he.
Oh, you live
they
in
turned
London.
up.
Bosh, you're there.
Well, close to London.
Right, yeah.
So they just went. So because I saw your Facebook pictures, and then about 20 minutes later he posted up. I went,
right.
"Hang on,
On the same day.
You're probably
Why did we
standing."
not meet up?
I know, but because I was busy, I didn't connect you guys.
No.
But anyway, just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah.
And he did get Sylvester McCoy's autograph.
Did he?
But it was to.
So no disrespect to him after what I just said about those
Well,
losers who queue up for.
it was a little bit of promotional work because he's a brilliant caricaturist. Check out his website. It's
Yeah,
the
he's very
Artful Doodler. Is his handle? I don't know. You can't handle.
His handle. It was
It's a
CB.
CB.
1 4 for
We
a
had-
copy. Hi, CB.
We had CVs.
What was your
as a
handle?
kid.
I
I,
was the Joker for something. I think I was quite amusing when I was young.
I think mine was Dr. Naughty.
Yeah? Was that your CB handle or another?
Might have been a different one. I think that was my rap name. That was my MC Dr. Naughty.
Right.
That was. But anyway,
Yeah.
I might have used that for my CB. Anyway, that's going off the track. So he goes under. So Rich goes under the name of the Artful Doodler, and what he's done is he likes to doodle famous people, and he does caricatures of those, and he puts them up and he sells them on his website. And what he does is he actually got this clock. He got caricatures of all the doctors. He drew all the doctors, put it on this clock, and then he's got all their signatures. So he's going around getting the whole, well, the ones that are alive anyway, all their signatures. So he got Sylvester
Did
McCoy.
Sylvester
Yeah.
sign it? Good.
He did sign it, and also
Bit of
he
an
gave
icebreaker.
him one of the clocks as
Oh,
well.
cool.
As a little, there you go. Sylvester.
Lovely.
Yeah.
But he was well chuffed.
He was
bless
well-
him.
See,
But I
I-
know Sylvester McCoy from the Vision On days.
Oh yes, I
That's
remember
where I know
Vision
him.
On.
I don't- you know-
And the balloon dance. Do you remember that? Tis
Oh,
was.
did he do the?
He
Oh,
did
did he
the
do the
balloon-
balloon dance?
yeah.
Right.
Check that out as well.
Yeah, he's hanging in there.
But we all, obviously, the Bottled Imp Fantasy, we know him from The Hobbit.
Yes. I've not seen the Hobbit films yet.
Have you not seen them?
No. I've only just watched Lord of the Rings. No, I've got to watch. Yeah, we'll
I'm
get
tempted to
around
get
it.
up and just
Okay,
leave.
we'll go.
Yeah.
New producer, please.
Yeah. Wow.
But
okay,
that's
yeah,
the
no,
dynamic
he's-
we
he's-
have.
Yes,
I
know.
you know, you're really into it all, and I question your being into it all.
And you're wise to question
Yeah.
me. He keeps me grounded. That's always good. So yeah, so overall,
Anyway.
so did you have fun? Did
yeah,
you enjoy
I
it?
had
in the
fun.
end?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was crowded. It was. I don't really know what I expected. I mean, not being into the manga, very computer game orientated.
Right.
So didn't really recognise a lot of the people,
Okay.
or a lot of these things, or these shows and stuff. So it was an eye opener. It was worth experiencing.
Yeah. So basically, it was mainly if you wanted to buy stuff for cosplay.
I think you go there, you meet up with people.
Yeah,
if you've arranged to meet up with people, you dress up, you do all that. The outside stuff with lots of, as I said, lots of groups. So I think it's great for that. And then you go in and there's stalls selling all sorts of stuff, probably to do with the stuff you like. And there's lots of film promotions going on, and there's big posters. It's obviously heavily sponsored by movies and stuff like that.
Was there comics there? Presumably it was comics.
I guess so, yeah. And actually, the important bit was, obviously, I went around looking for stuff related to the show, the more fantasy genre, and I kind of struggled, as you'll see from the footage I've got. I'll give you, the footage will show a gist of the place, but I was sort of looking for things that were related to this, and there was, not being a massive expert, I guess it was harder for me to find stuff. There was some game playing going on, but it probably wasn't necessarily fantasy game playing. It was game playing. I don't know. There were some stalls. There was a thing that sort of sold lots of board games and stuff, and stalls with books and stuff. There was all sorts of stuff like that. But whether it was specifically related to fantasy, or they probably had some fantasy games, you'd need to go and see. But there wasn't sort of much I could find that I felt I was filming stuff going, well, this isn't really relevant to the Bottled Imp. This isn't really relevant, you know, as exploring the realms of fantasy.
Who says that?
So obviously it's a wide genre of stuff.
Yeah, it does seem like it. Yeah, we're very specific, aren't we? So I'm just trying to think. So to get the most out of it. So like the expo that I went to, the board game one. I guess the main thing you'd want to, I don't know, you'd probably go along wanting to see new games being demoed so you can play them and try them out. Yeah. Or you might want to, it'd be cool to meet the designers, so I guess that's the same there. So I guess there was stuff for us to do because we could play games. Yeah. But there, it was more about just going around meeting people.
Yeah, there were talks. There was some other YouTubers. There was a guy whose name I can't remember, who's been an English YouTuber, right? Who's got millions of followers, and he does some crazy things
like us.
And he was there, and he then had a talk which I thought, we'll go and listen to that, because I think I follow his channel and dip into his channel now and then. And then when I realised he was on, we kind of fought our way, because it was very busy there too there, and it was just packed, so we should have gone in when the tent was empty and got a seat. I don't know what he was talking about. I can't remember.
Probably
what he called himself.
About YouTube, I would imagine.
Yeah, about his thing. He was on the YouTube there's a YouTube documentary about half an hour. You can probably find it about YouTubers, about Zoella or whatever her name is, and all these YouTubers who are basically making a career out of being on YouTube. Yeah. He's one of them who makes a career out of it, and produces shows pretty much full time. He's got quite a lot of production value now, and
that's good.
Many followers. So he was there talking, and I kind of knew him because I've been, in order to produce this show, been researching YouTube and YouTubers, and so that's the reason, his shows are more aimed at probably teen markets, like a lot of these YouTube channels that do so well. But
whereas is just basically aimed at anybody who's into fantasy genre. So okay, so you did enjoy it, and your daughter enjoyed it.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. I think it's quite tiring, it's very busy, it's hot, especially if you're in a hot costume. But it's an experience worth going to, I think, if you're into anything, and if you're a fan of any specific show and the stars come over, or any of the cast or whatever, then of course it is what it is.
And we'll be there next year.
We might be there next year, might not. It's not so specific to us, but who knows? I think the Games Expo is probably more relevant.
We'll talk. No, it probably is, and it would be interesting. I need to do more research now into other expos. Is there one that is just? It'd probably be more. If it was fantasy, it'd probably be fantasy and sci-fi to justify.
I'm into the sci-fi probably more than I'm into the stuff that you're into, the whole kind of
but that would be quite a good expo to, if there isn't one out there, not that we could run it, but why isn't there one of just fantasy? Because I'm sure it's big enough, fantasy and sci-fi combined. And you could have all sorts of things, gaming, comics, films, all of that.
I would imagine there's all sorts of things in London happening, probably on a smaller scale, isn't there? Not these big ones at the NEC or at the London Exhibition Centre or whatever. But
final thoughts? Anything else you want to
Final thoughts? Say? Put me on the spot.
Food was nice?
We brought a packed lunch.
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah.
Very clever, though.
Bring a packed lunch?
Bring a packed lunch. That's your final thought.
Speaking of lunch...
Oh yeah,
let's grab some lunch.
He's not even wearing a watch. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed that. That's just a little flavour of what was it called again? Sorry, the Comic Con.
The London Comic Con.
Comic Con, basically.
London Comic Con. I think it's got some brand name.
Yeah. Is it the MC? I think it's
MCM
MCM.
or
I think it's the
something?
MCM one. There is another one
Right.
that happens about next month in July that Rich and I are going to go to. You're welcome to come along.
Yeah,
you
why am
poo-pooed it.
Did I poo-poo it? Is
You
that why I'm not
poo-pooed it.
invited?
Yeah. Well, I did invite you. You went, well...
I've gone to this one.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
the reason I probably did that was because
Smartly.
you were coming to this one, and we all planned that you were going to come to this one.
There was confusion.
And then you decided to drop out of this one.
No, it wasn't quite like that, but it was 50% like that. There was confusion. Off camera,
Double book.
we'll talk about this.
Yeah, let's wrap this mother up.
Let's wrap it up. So anyway, so you can follow us on Facebook, all the usual places, Twitter, The Bottled Imp. Check us out. Check out our other reviews. We do our regular shows on Friday.
Show,
yeah, and where we do fancy reviews of books. I keep looking at the monitor, not the actual camera. It's probably the same. Where we do fancy reviews of books, films, and board games. Check us out. So from here,
spread the word.
From us here. Thanks for watching.
Are we freezing?
Yeah.
Oh.